Okay, so we've had a lot of big movies this year, but I think the biggest that will be the least deserving of success for these summer films has to be the live-action Moana. What the actual heck is this? What really makes me mad about this remake isn't just the fact that it's a remake, it's the fact that it only looks like 3 people actually tried when making this film. It feels so soulless. They somehow managed to take Dwayne Johnson from being a perfect casting for Maui to being the worst possible casting for Maui. Like, how is that even possible? His wig looks like it cost $20, his head is too small for his body, his lines are cheesier than a Nickelodeon's kids show, need I say more? I know Disney's live-action remakes aren't like a new thing, they've had these for a while, but lately it's just felt really overloading. Now look, I haven't watched any of these remakes because why would I? It's just like, when Alice in Wonderland got a remake, it felt more like a sequel. It wasn't a remake similar to Maleficent. It was the villain's perspective and offered something new, but it seems after Jungle Book had its remake, everything fell apart. The remake, which I haven't seen, is still the most critically acclaimed remake. Right before that was Cinderella, which I'm pretty sure was also well received. But after Beauty and the Beast, my sister actually watched that film and she said it wasn't bad. There were a few parts that weren't in the classic that she didn't really like, and the musical parts were good, and that actually just seems to be the general reviews for these remakes, at least from what I've noticed. But after that came Dumbo, Aladdin, and the one that truly had problems, The Lion King. Whether it be the animals being limited to make emotion or the songs just falling flat. Also, does this even count as a live-action remake when it's literally all just CGI and not actually in real life at all, and is placed under the highest grossing animated films? You know, whatever. It was really the 2020s when the remakes started to take a step further, or honestly, took a step back in quality. They started to go from trying new things to just doing what we've already seen, and anything that was changed seemed to fall flat. I generally keep forgetting Pinocchio and Peter Pan even have remakes, and like for Pinocchio, it has Robert Zemeckis as the director and Tom Hanks as Geppetto, so it had talent, yet it fell flat. That same year, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio released on Netflix, and oh my goodness, that film, pure cinema. And then there's Peter and Wendy. I don't even know what to think. They cast Alan Tudyk as Wendy's father. No disrespect to Alan Tudyk, he's a great actor, but really? That's your choice? And then the next year came The Little Mermaid, and I think my sister also saw this one too, and she said it wasn't as good as the classic at all. There was all this stuff that wasn't necessarily added. Prince Eric was apparently cheesy. It wasn't as colorful as the classic was. So yet again, the general views I've been seeing for a lot of these remakes lately. And then came Snow White. Yeah, what was Disney thinking with this one? You've got the lead actress insulting the original cartoon, the CGI dwarfs, and, of course, Gal Gadot somehow, amazingly, delivering a performance even worse than the one before. Like, how did she not get a Razzie for this? Not even a nomination. The Razzies actually snubbed Gal Gadot. This film was rightfully the last straw for many people. This film was so bad, Disney literally started to pull back on the live-action remakes, and it just felt like maybe we might finally be rid of these live-action remakes, and then Lilo and Stitch had to come along and make $1 billion, and now Moana's coming out. We're also getting a live-action Tangled remake. We're also getting a live-action Lilo and Stitch sequel. But what I want to know is what's gonna happen when these live-action remakes are all done? Like, what happens when they've remade, like, every single animated film? What then? Are they just gonna make sequels of them? I mean, it's already happening with Lilo and Stitch. I swear though, Sleeping Beauty is my favorite Disney princess film. If they make a remake of that film, I will genuinely be so mad. That film had so much color, and we all know Disney loves draining color and life out of their live-action remakes, so I don't even want to picture what a live-action Sleeping Beauty remake will be like. I mean, we all know the only reason Disney keeps making these remakes is for money, but it feels like there's less effort being put into the recent ones, which I hate, because if you're gonna make remakes of these classics, you can at least put effort into them, and, you know, make sure the characters don't look like something straight out of SNL. I know Disney probably won't stop making these as long as they keep making money, can they at least put some effort into it? But what do you guys think? Are there any live-action remakes that you actually like? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Click this video here to take something like this one the best. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys.